The Equalizer 3 really leans into the idea that people end up where they're meant to be, and by the end, McCall finally finds his place. This time around, he's darker and more brutal, still haunted by Susan's death and past betrayals. He's not just taking down bad guys, he's making them suffer. But when the village embraces him with kindness, he rediscovers his humanity. After taking out Vincent, he chooses peace, celebrating with the locals, and seemingly retiring for good. The movie wraps up like a true ending, but with the Equalizer 4 and 5 being announced, let's dive into everything we know about it. The ending of the Equalizer 3 felt like a fitting farewell for McCall, wrapping up his journey on a satisfying note after taking down the Italian mafia. Both Denzel Washington and director Antoine Fuqua had even suggested during the film's press tour that this was meant to be Washington's last time playing the character. But in a surprising turn of events, Washington recently confirmed that not only is he returning, but the Equalizer 4 and 5 are officially in the works. In an interview with Esquire, Washington shared his enthusiasm about reprising the role, explaining that the audience's love for the franchise played a big part in his decision. I told them I would do another Equalizer, and we're doing 4 and 5. More people are happy about that. People love those daggone Equalizers, but I've come to realize that the Equalizer films are for me too, because they're for the people. They want me to go get the bad guys we can't get them, so you go get them, and I say, okay, I'll get them. Just wait right there. I'll be right back. Washington is clearly excited about returning. The big question now is when these sequels will actually happen. His schedule is already packed with major projects, including multiple Shakespeare adaptations like Othello and King Lear. He's also set to reunite with Fuqua for a historical epic about Carthaginian General Hannibal, and he's collaborating with acclaimed directors Steve McQueen and Ryan Coogler. Coogler is even writing a role for Washington in Black Panther 3. With so many commitments, the timeline for the Equalizer 4 is unclear. If filming doesn't start for a few years, Washington could be in his mid-70s by the time the next movie is released, and pushing his late 70s by the Equalizer 5. This raises some questions about how the action sequences will be handled in the later installments. Will McCall rely more on strategy and precision rather than intense physical combat? Given the franchise's history, it wouldn't be surprising if the films adapt to Washington's age while still delivering the high-stakes action fans expect. Another key factor in these sequels moving forward is the success of the Equalizer 2 on streaming. The movie has found a second life on Prime Video, proving that audiences are still hungry for more McCall action. With Amazon MGM now heavily involved in production, they might be looking to push the next 2 movies forward sooner rather than later, ensuring the franchise remains a major player in the action thriller genre. However, there's also been buzz that a major star could join the Equalizer 4 and 5 to help carry the franchise forward, with Washington eventually stepping away. Bringing a younger actor with star power could be a smart move. Names like Idris Elba, Mahershala Ali, or even John David Washington have been floated as potential successors, either as new protégés or adversaries for McCall. Having a high-profile co-star could also help keep the energy of the franchise fresh while maintaining Washington's presence as the heart of the story. At this point, the Equalizer franchise is proving to be more enduring than anyone expected. What seemed like a final chapter in the Equalizer 3 has now turned into the beginning of a new era. With Washington back on board, a possible new star joining, and Amazon MGM pushing for more sequels, the future of the franchise is looking bigger than ever. Now it's just a matter of when the cameras start rolling. Furthermore, the Equalizer 2 has found new life on streaming, becoming a massive hit on Prime Video. The film's resurgence in popularity suggests that audiences are still deeply invested in the franchise, and this success has reportedly caught the attention of Amazon MGM. With the Equalizer 4 and 5 in early development, Amazon MGM may be looking to take the reins on production, ensuring the sequels get strong backing from a major studio with a growing focus on action-driven content. Amazon has been aggressively expanding its presence in the action thriller genre, especially after acquiring MGM. With the success of Reacher, Jack Ryan, and Citadel, the company has proven that it knows how to handle high-stakes action storytelling. If Amazon MGM takes over production for the Equalizer sequels, it could mean a bigger budget, expanded global distribution, and possibly even spin-offs or prequel projects to build out the franchise further. This move would also align with Amazon's strategy of capitalizing on established IPs. With Denzel potentially stepping away, Amazon might push for a high-profile replacement to keep the franchise going strong. If they secure a bankable star like John David Washington, Idris Elba, or Michael B. Jordan, it could elevate the Equalizer brand even further. For now, nothing has been officially confirmed, but the combination of the Equalizer 2's streaming success and Amazon's interest in high-profile action franchises makes this a strong possibility. If Amazon MGM officially steps in, fans can likely expect bigger action set pieces, deeper storytelling, and a renewed commitment to keeping the Equalizer as one of the top action series in Hollywood. With the Equalizer franchise expanding beyond just the films, another version of the story has quietly been making a name for itself. While Denzel Washington's movies have been a major hit, the Equalizer TV series starring Queen Latifah has been building its own following, debuting in 2021. Between the Equalizer 2 and 3, the show reimagines the classic 1980 series with Latifah as Robin McCall, a former CIA operative turned vigilante who helps those in need. Despite not being connected to the films and taking a much less violent approach, the show has proven to be a success, now heading into its 5th season. With Washington reportedly stepping away from the movies after the Equalizer 5, there's an opportunity for the two versions of the franchise to finally intersect. The most interesting way to make this happen could be by having Dakota Fanning's Emma Collins cross paths with Latifah's Robin McCall. While this crossover sounds exciting, it also raises some major continuity questions. The biggest issue is the fact that both Robin McCall and Robert McCall exist as former CIA operatives who essentially do the same thing, right down to sharing nearly identical names. That's a hard coincidence to ignore. One way to address it would be to reveal them as long-lost relatives, but even that would feel like a stretch. Still, if audiences are willing to roll with the idea, the Equalizer 4 could be the perfect place to finally bring these two versions of the franchise together. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop. And if you want, you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.